In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to solve any rational equation by factoring. This is part 1 of the series. To be successful in this concept, you will need to know how to factor, and I do have videos dedicated to factoring. So they're asking us to solve for x given the following equation, and this is an equation because there's an equal sign there. And the first thing that we will do is get rid of this denominator. And the way we do that is we multiply both the left side and the right side by that denominator. But take a look closely. If I multiply the right side, this side, by this expression, you end up with 0. And if you multiply the left side by this expression, it cancels out, and you're left with only the top. So let's write that in. X squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now remember, this video is dedicated to solving by factoring. So let's factor this. What two numbers multiply to 6 and add to negative 5? Those two numbers are negative 3 and negative 2. And the way we represent that is x minus 3, x minus 2. Now if you're confused about this, please review the videos that I have that are dedicated to factoring. And this is equal to 0. Now all we have to do is solve for these x's, and your x's will be x is equal to positive 3 and x is equal to positive 2. And you can do that quite easily by solving for x in each of these parentheses. Let's move on to question 2. In question number 2, the question is slightly more difficult than the previous one because you'll notice that the top is a cubic function. You have x to the power of 3 this time, and at the bottom it's another quadratic. But you'll also notice something special about the top part. You'll notice that each of those terms, this one, and this one, have an x in common. So we can pull that out from the beginning. Let's do that. X, if you pull it out of the expression, gives you x squared plus 11x minus 26. And at the bottom, it stays the way it is. X squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. And just like we did before, we'll multiply both the left side and the right side by the denominator because we want to get rid of that expression. And if we do that, if you multiply this by 0, you end up with 0. And if you multiply this whole thing by x squared minus 2x minus 3, it cancels out. So on the left side, you're left with simply x bracket x squared plus 11x is equal to 0. And now it's a simple matter of solving for x. If we divide both sides by this whole expression, we end up with x is equal to 0. So that's one of our solutions. And similarly, we need to find the solutions for this part. So let's do that. X squared plus 11x minus 26 is equal to 0. And now we factor this. We have to ask ourselves what two numbers multiply to negative 26 and add to 11. If you guess 13 and negative 2, you are absolutely correct. 13 times negative 2 is negative 26, and 13 minus 2 is equal to 11. So let's write that in. X plus 13, x minus 2 is equal to 0. And if we solve for x at this point, we end up with x is equal to negative 13, and x is equal to 2. So what's highlighted are the 3 solutions for this question. And there you have it. That is how to solve any rational equation by factoring. If you found this tutorial helpful, please support our channel by subscribing or by liking this video. If you have any further questions, you may visit our website at studyforce.com. We are an online service for students seeking free homework help. See you soon.